And with the end of this chapter of One Piece, it has finally been confirmed that One Piece is now Dragon Ball Z. One thing I did find interesting with Doflamingo is that his awakening powers are pretty interesting. It's turning the area around him into strings, and I'm wondering how is that going to play in with Luffy's powers? Is like, can he turn his environment into rubber? And if so, like, how does that help him? You know, I just want to know more about this awakening shit, because up until Gear 4th, we were basically assuming like, hey, you know, that's about it for Luffy's powers. I mean, if he has a Gear 5th, Jesus Christ, pull out the Gear 5th right now and fucking use it. But when Doflamingo is making fun of Luffy saying, hey, you haven't even awakened your true powers yet. Wait until you awaken your true Devil Fruit powers. I mean, at that point, it's like, Jesus Christ, that's a whole nother tier for Luffy to even get to. So, I mean, shit. I'm so glad that Law pulled Rebecca out of this shit, because I saw, as on the first page, you just see her bawling her eyes out when Luffy comes in. And I just did not want this to be a chapter of Doflamingo taking shots at Rebecca and Luffy just, you know, jumping in the way, taking the shots for her. I'm like, damn it, no, please no, don't do that. And I'm glad it didn't happen. Law's like, listen, the fans don't want this shit, get the fuck out of here. Shambles, or tact, or whatever the power is to substitute. Law used it, got Rebecca out of that shit. Now it's just Luffy, Doflamingo, 1v1 baby, let's go. And that's basically what this chapter was. And just in typical shonen form, Luffy getting the shit kicked out of him. And it's weird because Luffy said after 10 minutes, his haki can return to him. So if that's the case, why didn't he turn into Gear 4th immediately? Why did he start taking shots from Doflamingo? It was just an odd point in the chapter, nothing to complain about, but it was just kind of weird. Maybe I missed something, I don't know. Finally he goes Gear 4th. Doflamingo saying, oh, you got balls, kid, taking me into an air battle? Come on, man, I'm Doflamingo. I can take that shit. Climbing up there, and oh my god, that flashback with Rayleigh. As soon as I saw the flashback with Rayleigh, I knew this fight was going to end. Because, I mean, look at other shonen mangas. Whenever a main character is fighting some badass villain and they have a flashback from like a trainer that they had in the past, it either awakens a new power from them, they pull out some massive attack move that they just got, or, you know, if they're getting the shit beat out of them, the flashback, you know, rejuvenates their strength and they're able to come back into the fight. But as soon as I saw the Rayleigh flashback, I knew this fight was going to end this chapter. And if this fight isn't over, I mean, holy shit, King Kong gun. That shit was a direct hit to Doflamingo's face, and that thing split the fucking kingdom in half. Not the entire island, but, you know, like the palace. Like, he went down, like the surface of the earth cracked up from him getting knocked the shit down. And I'm like, I understand that Oda doesn't like killing characters, but throughout One Piece's entirety, I've seen characters get the shit kicked out of them to an extent. Like when Arlong got the shit kicked out of him at Arlong Park, I thought he was dead. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that motherfucker was dead. I thought there was no coming back from him. But as the arc started going on, I started realizing Oda doesn't really kill off his villains. He just beats the shit out of them. And then, you know, they turn up later, or they're mentioned being in another prison, or whatever. Like the same thing with Crocodile. Dude, the guy got fucking Gomu stormed through a fucking ceiling. And I thought he was dead. But apparently he wasn't dead. And now I think the person who got the shit kicked out of him the most in all of One Piece from Luffy, Doflamingo. Luffy split the fucking... It looks like he split the earth in half. It's insane. As soon as I saw that punch connect with Doflamingo's face, you see his, like, you know, glasses, his lens cracking. I'm like, oh, you don't want to be in there. You don't want to be connecting with that punch Luffy threw. Like, honestly, right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Luffy split the damn island in half. I mean, you guys saw that panel. I know it's not like some massive, like, island splitting, you know, attack, but Doflamingo could be dead. I really doubt he's dead. You know, the way Oda is, it has to be, you know, some main character like Ace or Whitebeard. And I honestly don't see us seeing a character dying until the end of One Piece. But, I mean, for sure from this chapter alone, Doflamingo's knocked out. I mean, if we still see Birdcage up in the next chapter, I'm gonna be surprised. I'm gonna be shocked. Like, unless Birdcage doesn't go away when he's knocked out and they have to think of another plan, if Doflamingo is still conscious after a punch like that, that basically sent him through the center of the earth, I'll be shocked. But with this chapter, I would think Dressrosa has come to an end. Doflamingo's been defeated. There wasn't any push birdcage back bullshit. You know, in the next chapter, there might be a little bit of like, you know, Doflamingo on like his last breath, like before he gets knocked out, and Luffy maybe has to, you know, punch the fuck out of him. Or, would be even better, if Doflamingo is still, you know, conscious at the next chapter, what would be great to redeem this character in the slightest. This is the last chance. It'll be bullshit, but this is the last chance. Rebecca can give Doflamingo the finishing blow. Either physically with her sword or verbally saying, you don't control me anymore. Drop dead. She can, you don't understand. If she just says that, props for Rebecca. Props for Rebecca. It doesn't, you know, clean the slate of all the other bullshit that you've given us, the readers, but at least you've shown that you've grown as a character. And I can see that happening. But with a punch like that from Luffy, I don't know what's up in the air. Let me know what you all think of this chapter though. Was this fight epic? Did this finale meet your expectations? I mean, King Kong gun. That is a game ender right there. Like, I mean, Luffy basically created a crater in the earth. Dragon Ball Z standards, people. One Piece is getting into that Dragon Ball Z territory just like Naruto did toward the end of its serialization. Do you guys think that this is the end of Dressrosa? Do you think Doflamingo's knocked out? Or do you think he's still conscious? He might get up a little bit. Luffy might need to slap him around. Or maybe Rebecca can tell him, you know, sit the fuck down. We don't want you no more. And then character development right there for Rebecca. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, if you could leave a like, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love you guys forever. And as always, people, stay beautiful.